bringing a lot to this team, and a lot of people thought he was going to be playing Sentinel. Here he is on Jett right away.
As the Des mentioned, NAVI starting off on the attacking side. They're aggressively trying to take some safe speed, and Kill's already gone through.
Yeah, that's a quick pick onto SHAO of all people, and I think we've been feeling out the crowd a little bit, how they're going to look in this game, who they're going to be cheering for, and I think the obvious answer right away was KRU. Not only their regional brethren, but also SHAO, the Brazilian on this team. Very popular. He's dead right off the start.
See how they choose to go about this one now, clearing out wine, and they want to end towards A. The thing is, DAVEEYS is already here, NAGZ is here as well, but he's not able to hold them back. He's not able to really do anything. Still healthy on the side of NAVI. They still have 5 up. Door keeping MELSER at bay for now as the spike gets planted.
Oh, shot close door as well. Angel does go down.
AXEDDY doing nothing. Great clean kill out from CNED though.
And the setup is too difficult here to come through. Has to be through door here for MELSER onto ZYPPAN, and he gets away too.
He had to find success there. You're right, caged off, smoked off. Surely.
Yeah, I mean with the players in A main as well.
Yeah.
Even if he gets a smoke up there, how does he keep the tempo? And they pivot immediately. None of that indecisiveness we saw from AMA teams in the past.
See, there's no real force on the side of KRU.
They're gonna call an audible. Maybe to dodge the knife that is being thrown at the beginning of the round, but now that it's towards A.
Oh, yeah, they just barely missed the timing. A little ahead of the smoke.
And even with the smoke, though, he gets scanned. SHAO throwing that one down. They're going to get him anyways, but could have potentially came away with a kill on top of it. And they've stacked over on the wrong side. The same pivot that we saw last round. SUYGETSU and CNED were just holding B the entire time. This is a good anti-eco so far, and it is a classic FPX buy in the past. Here, NAVI's still bringing that in, even with the change.
Yeah, absolutely. See, good habits die hard.
3 rifles and 2 pistols. Gives them, it's arguable on the second round. Maybe very dangerous if the opponents can pick up a Vandal or 2. But it gives you such good strength leading forward here into their bonus.
Well, the nice thing is, I like their setup because you were just mentioning if the opponent's able to pick up a weapon, that gets in trouble, but the way that they're approaching this round right now as far as positioning goes, there's no real risk of that, right? Like they were going to be able to cover each other's bodies if need be. This should be pretty clean out from NAVI, all things considered.
And all of KRU needs to try to die to the spike. And NAVI's all gone as well, so no ult sword required. Solid first 2 rounds here from NAVI. It's looking very good.
They've been very decisive in their rotations, right? Like they have found weak spaces in that round. Obviously it was a light buy, but B was entirely open. They found all the room they wanted, and you're right, it looks very clean from them for now.
And also note as well, no trying to go for a little extra there, no trying to get some kills.
Yeah.
They know the risk that they're running, right? Losing any of those rifles could be so crucial going up into this bonus. And also to note, the kill spread is
They may try to do something a little aggressive. Yeah, they dropped the knife out towards A main. And look at this KILLJOY setup on B.
There was an insta-shock as well from AXEDDY. And it didn't find any damage. NAVI just waited it out. So already, and at this anti-bonus, you don't have all the utility most of the time, so that is quite expensive for him. The default doing a really good job receiving that type of utility right off the bat. And they've denied all the info that you could get. The knife and the dart in B main. There the drone 2 barely spots anything. CNED was tucked in the corner. And they're in for trouble here. They're rotating into this site. You have SUYGETSU on the lurk. And this execute is going to be tough to stop. This dart from AXEDDY will come back up.
Narrow miss. CNED finally clears out the turret, the flash in his face. And now the smokes start to come through, but they're going to commit into it. They've prowlered, they've dashed out onto the site, and they've taken all the space. Keep an eye on SUYGETSU.
Oh, the dart's not broken.
DAVEEYS still playing backside. They're flashed up to high heaven. DAVEEYS is able to get 2 clean ones. CNED trying to get aggressive, and no. SHAO stops that in its place. MELSER cleans it up. KRU is on the board.
And it's loud in the arena. Big success point space given the KJ setup. And that flash.
30 seconds left.
And nobody on NAVI able to actually break that dart in time is just beautiful. A main pressure here right off the rip again. MELSER going to one way. This has been knifing, but he's not opting to do it this time.
Once again, we see this early fight towards A main, or at least tempting fate, looking, seeing if they find anything, but nothing doing now. This is a much heavier push up mid. The alarm bot's been triggered off of that. The smoke drops. But do they
split
can?
though?
Yeah. They're going to keep going. They even cleared the trip.
Oh, right on the edge.
They've just taken so much space. Now the knife falls there as Angel's able to clear DAVEEYS. Spike still hasn't made its way onto the site yet. Huge kill from ZYPPAN as NAVI are just cleaning shop on the site.
Wow. And SHAO, the awareness, that smoke dropping right as SHAND is trying to make a play. And you could tell the difference in timing there. KRU's already calling for the save, clearing out the flanks, clearing out SUYGETSU. And SUYGETSU has the wherewithal as well to fall back and start to chase.
See if he's able to get a gun out of perhaps NAGZ's hands or somebody's.
The save is confirmed too from both sides.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're pinched in.
It's just a question of what they're able to take into the next round, and the answer is nothing.
Oh my goodness. That's a Prime Gaming flawless. And in B main there while the execute was happening to try to figure out are they defaulting or not. And that's when the split's coming in. They don't have it to delay enough for SHAD to get that flash. So nobody's there to fight. They both have to fall back in the back of sight.
Right, you see the buyout from KRU. Lackluster, a couple of stingers, and a Marshall to work with. No ults really to speak of either.
And I was looking forward to that Marshall peak in the eco and the last time they had one.
They're pushing.
But instantly SUYGETSU cams it out. This B main push. Let's see what SHAO, can he fall back in time?
Yeah, it seems like he'll be able to. The Prowler confirms his suspicions.
Oh, they're not going to go for it now that he's broken it. They know he's watching. They don't have the support that they need. They don't have a flash from either XAND or MELSER.
Timing here is paramount. Depending on when they flank in from Cav, the smokes are starting to come through. AXEDDY's already fallen. The dash out onto the site too, as they try to hold back NAVI with lackluster weapons. And DAVEEYS has already fallen. The last remaining member of KRU on the site meets a similar fate. And it's another Prime Gaming flawless. NAVI up big.
2 in a row. ZYPPAN as well, flashing to isolate the fights. NAGZ saw this push coming really early, but again, up.
On their toes, so to speak. And yeah, you're right. The operator in the hands of NAGZ. The Odin for AXEDDY as well, and it doesn't seem like we're going to get to see much of either, at least at the opening moments of the round.
And we're going right into basically all the NAVI strap book here. A split on the cards.
Knife is going to tag one, maybe two, actually. It seemed like MELSER may have been tagged, and he's already fallen.
Oh, they're just going for it. Double TP into the smoke there. CNED dashes, and Angel TP's in.
There's AXEDDY.
That's
There's
Spike.
the Odin. He make it a second. Spike has been recovered. The site has been secured. Now it's going to be planted 4v3 in favor of NAVI.
You might not be her father.
Look how passive NAGZ is in mid with this op. He is too scared to walk in anywhere, and that's the problem here. Committing to pushing an extremity because you're hoping that they go for a default. That's a gamble that does not pay off for NAGZ.
You wonder how much they're willing to commit into this round, too, if they want to try to preserve the op. The money doesn't look great. It's a question of how much are you willing to risk? How much are you willing to spend? CNED's already fallen. There goes the op.
SUYGETSU, what?
I mean, AXEDDY, there's just no time. Yeah, he's out.
That is ridiculous. SUYGETSU just swinging, getting 2. And op down. Only the Odin saved. There's a little bit of KRU.
Oh, the knife's going to spot so much right off the bat. It's not going to get cleared out. Jan's already flashed. He spotted up. He can't see a thing, and now he's dead.
Oh, he's dashing on him,
CNED
too.
going aggressive, and he gets them all.
Just, I mean, everything that KRU is throwing, unfortunately, is getting hard countered.
Dude, and look at how far up CNED is right now.
Might opt to, oh, I mean, with this TP up from Angel, too, they have a high-low. I was going to say CNED getting a little too aggressive for my taste, but I love this setup.
And AXEDDY has that Odin that he can carry into the next round, but, I mean, by and large, there's not much to save here.
SUYGETSU also getting in on the crossfire, too. I would say I mean, CNED's just going to push. They just give it up with the time going down.
Yeah.
That's 3, isn't it? 3 Prime Gaming follows so
right.
far.
Yep.
But it's just super, super clean. Navi, every time they make a call, it feels like the right one. And I would love to know if it's based off of a read from Angel or what. The Americas League overall. But they were on top of Leviathan at the beginning of last year and the year prior. That's fallen by the wayside, and I think everybody thinking it's going to continue to fall, given the fact they don't have XAND, the superstar on this team.
Yeah, I think the question at this point is next man up, right? Who is it? And again, we set our eyes towards NAGZ, who opened the round holding the op across mid, instantly caged off. You hear the Blade Storm come online.
Ooh, that's a deep smoke on window, actually. Oh!
Oh my gosh, but there were 2 there. Nice hold out from Shand, and now the Hunter's Fury out from AXEDDY.
He just cleared all of Cat, so they know something's up. But do they know that this hit is coming fast onto them? Darts up in 2.
Angel 1 point away from the ult, not going to be able to get
KJ ult in the back.
Quickly.
There we go. This round is almost all but locked up. They're going to have time to push into this site, but everybody's rotated at this point.
Angel's position now given away. Again, NAGZ with the op, but he crossed. He was able to get through. How do they get in, Paula?
Oh, that spam hurts.
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
I just don't know if they can, but they're going to have to pull the trigger soon, and they still haven't gotten past the KILLJOY utility.
Oh, and you have the ults in the back of site as well to reinforce even further.
This has to be forced. It has to be quick. It has to be now. And the line is still up.
Oh, no. One more player. They can plant the spike here safely.
DAVEEYS, what can you do? Can you keep them back? Can you keep them at bay? The spike goes down, but the live stay is up for now. SHAO in a 1v3. Clean shots out from DAVEEYS.
Second round for KRU on the board. And that was finally them reading the idea, but also NAVI going for a little bit. I mean, I like the play. CNED falls, doesn't even find a single one. So you look at that and you say, oh, that's overcooked. But that could be a totally different story if they don't have 2 tree players, one who doesn't get flashed, by the way.
And the nice thing is, if you're up 6-1, you can afford to gamble like that a little bit, right?
Sure.
Try to get a little greedy, perhaps take more than you probably should try to take. And
I think coming out of the timeout, definitely.
And they're going to have to get through the trip, a cam, and then someone playing in wine as well if they manage to get that far.
He had a kill there for sure on the CNED or Angel.
NAGZ seeing if he can find anything with the op, now flashed up. Not finding much more. Again, keep an eye on the flank. The trip is keeping him at bay for now. But they have such a strong chokehold on the site. And they can't afford to be indecisive about this.
We're running out of time.
Yeah, absolutely. Kills go traded back and forth. This Angel gets 2, SUYGETSU gets 1 as well.
Saving the op.
And there's just not a whole lot they could do.
This is going to hurt again if he loses this. One more bullet, so he's getting traded even if he takes down CNED. Quick enough to even threaten the flood. And you saw SHAO throwing his C's. And then the amount of flashes as well that came up for Angel to even try to peek is really nice. You had a
early Prowler out from SHAO, gonna try to clear out B main.
So this could work here. They have a lot of space, A main. No one here for Navi to contest. It's all about if they recognize that that aspect is coming and if they can pinch this mid push, because you have 2 players in the market, they got to hold on for this push to come in from the flank.
DAVEEYS was playing anti-flash. The flash never comes, the kill just comes through, and now DAVEEYS falls as well.
Ain't nobody here to flank either.
Yep. Looks like it's going to be another clean round out from Navi.
And I appreciate the patience too from KRU. But there's 3 gears here from Navi. There's the let's just walk up in one space all. Death ball together as MELSER gets one, but ooh, movement.
Angel is not amused. Waiting for that flash to come through, trying to clean up the last few kills. And that's exactly what they do. SUYGETSU, the only most respectable, but honestly, Bala, given how well Navi have played this half, even that feels out of reach.
Yeah. And with the discipline that they're showing on these attack side, you have to wonder if their defense is just as good, if not better. And I think you just know it's
no operator in play from the defensive side here either. So we talked about that a good bit. NAGZ hasn't found success, and he won't get a chance to this time.
And nobody's finding initiative.
Yeah.
Right now, he's actually just updrafted up onto the cinder block shroud on A site. And they're hoping, okay, they don't have a drone that necessarily will catch me as easily. And I've got 2 players here to break the haunt. So it could definitely find some value. They are leaning in A, the direction of A.
Interesting to note here, too, KRU, no movement, no reaction off the alarm bot being cleared mid.
Yeah. Here's the K ult. Everybody's suppressed. Can't dash away. Oh!
Clean shot, but CNED with the trade, surely they're going to be able to res him back up. They have a main control. Well, they had a main control until SUYGETSU died just then.
Ooh.
It's just going to be a clean split. MELSER still trying to hold the side chance. Able to keep him back as well. Clean shots out from MELSER, but SHAO up to work, up to cook as well. CNED cleaning that out, and now a 2v2 here. He's weak, 58 HP,
This is
no
such
armor.
a fast reflank from CNED too.
He's got to go fast, and he does! What a shot out from CNED. 3 on the round, he's still alive.
Unbelievable.
Now it all falls onto AXEDDY. The Odin gives him away, but he manages to land the shot anyway. 32 HP, he lands the shots onto CNED. Oh, the Colombian for KRU saves the round.
There goes that boy.
Gonna try to go faster. It seems like they're setting up for a paranoia and then taking space in B main. That's exactly what they do. But AXEDDY, the hero from the previous round, trying to keep him back.
So that looks to me like the pistol round attempt for CNED to try to find a pick on market. But here's the information that you get. The SOVA is playing in market. He's normally playing on lane. He's normally darting, shock darting, trying to get a spam. I was really expecting NAVI to capitalize and just push in off of that. And also noting the KJ's on the different site. They're playing full retake on A.
They're gonna go back to B after hearing the drone expire out from AXEDDY. And you wonder, given how much time is left, you have to suspect that there may be something here.
Still got the dart, so when does he use it? Does he use it now, or does he use it for the execute?
Oh, he's gonna have to use it now, I imagine. There it is.
Oh, he's up in here. Oh, Angel.
They're pushing him. They're pushing him. Oh my gosh, I was so close to his head. Second time around, doesn't matter.
What is he doing? He continues to push into market. Finally away.
The thing is, they're healthy. KRU are. They have the lockdown as well for retake.
Yeah, where is he going to use it? This is the last round, Dave. He's got to find a space to use it.
So again, the thing is, SUYGETSU's the only one really playing off site. If they can control that exit point,
ZYPPAN,
oh,
what?
forget it. ZYPPAN's just going to do it all.
Just walks up lane, and that smoke even gives him space to fall off. And 3v1 for DAVEEYS.
The ult never came.
Team was pulling out, because it's very similar to what they used to do in their old iterations. You see here initially they killed the player in main, but in previous iterations they would play the Sage on this map, and when they did these A splits, it would always be putting that wall in tree and splitting through to avoid the spam and getting into site easily. But here they actually use the dive of both the Omen and the Jett to get past that smoke and be able to split in just as quickly with their team, despite the fact that they don't have the...
So fast B here, the flash, maybe it's the same type of thing where they can try to find a pick, or maybe it's a full commit. But we've got 3 players on the site here for NAVI, and nobody actually getting flashed from that either. CNED has the opportunity to rotate.
Oh, now the spam's in through the smoke, but you got to commit. You get onto the site. As NAGZ, again, who struggled in the first half,
They know
looks to
SHAO's
change
here
the
too.
tide. A couple of shots going a bit Aaron, a bit wide. Shan's weak, worse for wear, but SHAO's the one who falls.
Some big pieces here live for NAVI, CNED, ZYPPAN, and SUYGETSU. Trust them for sure in a 3v5.
Oh, and the thing is, there's so many members on the side of KRU that are weak, but 4 of them are missing health. This 5v3 here, certainly not a done deal. CNED falls, the 5v3 continues to go their way. As how it all falls really onto SUYGETSU, and he's got a sheriff. And again, they're very weak. This is not out of possibility, but a clean peek.
KRU had a nice execute, right? They had the mollies from DAVEEYS. Landing inside a market, preventing him from going for that. And I think Angel has an Angel moment. On the top of the stairs. Yeah, he's fighting by himself. I mean, there's a lot of instances, but that's just Angel things.
Man likes to go fast. Well, that only caught 1. When almost everyone is here. But no real movement off of the information garnered.
Look, I'll tell you one thing I learned from watching NAVI in the offseason.
What's that?
Is even though they're still working in a new piece in CNED, right away these guys look so dangerous on these Chico rounds, on the rounds where they just have sheriffs.
Yeah.
So KRU cannot take this lightly. They're going to go for the pivot. Honestly, looks somewhat identical to the anti-eco that Navi called, but
It really does.
same situation as well, right? An empty site is what they'll find. How much time do they take, and how long does it take Navi to recognize? They don't really have info. That knife, finally an A main. 3 people are starting to pivot.
Yep. That knife was the tell. That was the key, and off of that, you're right. They instantly begin to rotate, but the problem is KRU have already established their presence.
But they're here, ready to fight before the spike is down, so they have the entire timer here to actually try to play through.
How do they get into this with inferior weaponry? Couple of spams through. SHAO's already fallen. Look at ZYPPAN's health. 1 HP.
There we go.
Yeah, this should be a pretty clean holdout from them. Barring something outrageous.
These are the rounds I want my star to shine. And is NAGZ going to be that star?
No.
I mean, it's still those first 2 kills. I want them to get, I mean, especially when he had the half that he did on that first one, where he didn't find any value with, honestly, anything.
How many does Angel find here?
1.
2? Oh. 2's all he gets.
Low money, but still 2 Vandals is definitely something that you want to have against this anti-bonus from Navi.
Dan, how much you really invest here, knowing that you have an ult to work with. Looks like they're going to allocate some of the weaponry, but keep some money in for the following round.
Yeah. With Angel, I think you've got to be gunning to win this round. You do not want that 10th to come through for Navi. So you got to send it all. I think this dart, especially with a flash here from MELSER, could potentially find SUYGETSU.
And they ult to secure things. That is if they find any bit of info.
And that is the person I want to target. SUYGETSU has no movement to get away from that.
Yep, he gets flashed. He gets tagged.
Gets away from it though.
Yeah. Great attempt there from Shan. He's able to get the kill under SUYGETSU. The flash in his face, and CNED does not care.
What?
He gets away. Now SHAO, a little bit back and forth. Ping pong saves him for now. And you see the mixed buy out from KRU just not finding much success. Look at CNED go.
Just too clean. Only one person falls to SUYGETSU, the main target of all of that aggression. I have to criticize a little bit of the approach here. Going for this A split, well, to have CNED, to have SHAO.
And you hear the blades popped instantly. Prowler gonna clear out B main, nothing found.
There's the knife. Mid default CNED, oh!
Great shot out from NAGZ, spamming through the smoke, getting the kill onto CNED. And removing the star for Navi.
It's a real dynamic factor. Just playing the Jett, you're able to do things on the fly so much better than with the rest of the agents alive here for Navi. Must-win round for KRU if they want any chance of coming back here.
It's just a slow round out from KRU as well. Perhaps feeling the pressure of, you're right, this does certainly feel like a must-win round. They're going to smoke out mid, but there's really no one there to see.
Standing ahead.
You see the execute start to come through. The flash out, the knife.
Dark clear sight, but not dark where Angel is.
Oh, what a menace. He's got a flash to work with as well. He's going to have all sorts of targets right in front of him, and he finds 2. Not able to land the 3rd, but the spike goes down anyway. And now ZYPPAN shows up.
Stay alive.
Just dancing back and forth. That guy is so good, man. Just unreal.
And that's a big sigh out of MELSER there. The new IGL for KRU. There's just nothing you can do when ZYPPAN is just wide swinging with SUYGETSU really late behind him. But I have to say it as well. I think the performance from ZYPPAN at Champions has firmly put him in the position of very underrated player coming into this year. He had one of the highest ratings of anybody. And things like this are why. And he's just gotten better in the offseason, it feels like.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know what it is if it's more confidence or what. But he's firing on all cylinders.
Be it confidence, be it comfort, whatever.
You can call this, you can start to call the series over because this guy is a monster.
Early Prowler and NAGZ going in anyway. Dashes through the cage. He's able to find one.
Doesn't realize where he is.
Oh my gosh.
Ah!
There's so many players right in front of him. He's able to take care of CNED. The op now picked up in his hands and instantly dropped right back down.
But they're going to have a free A site here. Angels on top of Heaven. And he can't find only one.
Stood there fighting three
What happened
at
in
the
this
same
round?
time.
I mean, everything has just gone to pure chaos, and it's ZYPPAN in the same position as last round. He's
And
ulting him.
waiting for it. There's the Hunter's Fury, and it's actually SHAO who's able to clear up the kill with the Stinger,
They're
no
still
less.
flooding, still flooding.
Remember, this is a lighter pie from them. 2 shares left. Collective 21 HP between the two members that are there, and SUYGETSU, a clean spray.
Wow. Hey, I mean, Hail Mary out the timeout. Let's go for it. Dive into that smoke. And they picked the perfect round for it, right? That's
Sure.
the first time you think, okay, that call actually went in your favor in terms of the luck aspect of it. Finds CNED for the first time on the op all game, and it's chaos. Quick to it. Navi is so quick with the idea of committing there, right? Angel's there. And then SUYGETSU and SHAO, again, the same idea. Just keep flooding, keep pressuring. Try to catch them while they're trying to plant the spike.
From here.
Yeah, and there's really no tools at all. Just a KNED, you can't even take it down.
There's the lockdown that we just mentioned.
So the idea here for Navi is you either have to fight to break the lockdown or you have to wait it out.
Yeah.
And look at this. Already CNED going on the flank.
Angel uses ult to get around. You're right, CNED on that flank, and SUYGETSU's playing down in dark. SHAO's able to get a couple of kills as well, and it seems like they've been able to hold the line with only losing one. Navi, very clean map 1, very clean Ascent.
An absolute.
Enemy remaining.